Okay, boys and girls, happy virtual Wednesday. So this week we're doing something a little different for writing. Instead of doing a would you rather in your journal, we're going to listen to a book. It's called The Tooth Fairy versus Santa. And then we are going to decide who has the tougher job. Is it the Tooth Fairy or is it Santa Claus? And then you're going to give me 3 reasons why that person has the tougher job. So let's see what the book tells us about each of their jobs. All right, The Tooth Fairy versus Santa by Jamie L.B. Denahan, illustrated by Aaron Hunting. Blue had always dreamed of becoming the first fairy in his family to earn a spot on the Tooth Fairy team. While other young fairies in Toothopia spent their free time at Tooth Day parties, Blue was learning the names of teeth. And when the others played brush ball games, Blue practiced flying while carrying precious cargo or trained at the Flitter Flutter gym. Sounds like Blue really takes his job seriously. There wasn't much time for fun and friends, but when Blue arrived at the Tooth Fairy Command Center, he felt prepared to achieve what he'd worked so hard for. Blue was the first fairy to submit his Tooth Fairy application. Then he aced the Tooth Fairy entrance exam and passed the fitness test with ease. All he could do after that was wait to see if he'd be selected to take the final test that could earn him official Tooth Fairy status. The next day, a letter from TF Command Center arrived. Dear Blue, as you know, only one fairy each year is selected to become a Tooth Fairy. After carefully reviewing your application, exam scores, and fitness test results, I'm pleased to inform you that you've been assigned case number 519822 for your final test. Locate and retrieve the client's lost tooth and deliver it back to the command center by midnight. If you are successful, you'll become a member of the Toothopia Tooth Fairy team. If not, you'll be assigned to the polishing department for 1 year. May the floss be with you. Mo Lars, TEO, Tooth Executive Officer. Case number 519822, name Vita, age 5, lost tooth, lower central incisor, address 20 Tux Lane in Hopesville. Nobody wanted to work in the polishing department, but Blue wasn't worried. He had prepared for this moment. What could go wrong? Uh-oh. Something always goes wrong, doesn't it? He entered Vita's address into the tooth locator device and was off. There were many challenges in Blue's flight path, but finally he arrived at his destination. Blue couldn't fit through the keyhole, so he set his pixie dust pen to the magic door setting, drew a fairy-size entryway, and flew right in. He was admiring the strange decorations when suddenly he heard a clatter coming from the chimney. Blue cautiously took a closer look. He saw rosy cheeks, a fluffy beard, and a perfect set of anterior teeth. You must be Vita's dad, Blue shouted. My name is Blue. I've been assigned to collect your daughter's lost tooth and leave this gift under her pillow. I'm not Vita's dad, Santa chuckled. I'm Santa. And did you say gift? I'm the only one who leaves gifts on Christmas Eve. When is Christmas Eve? Blue asked. Tonight, Santa replied. But please feel free to come back any other night of the year. Uh-oh. He only has till midnight tonight. Blue checked his TF handbook. Sorry, Santa. It's company policy to collect a lost tooth on the same night that it falls out. There have been a few cases when that wasn't possible, but tonight is my final Tooth Fairy test, and I have to get back to the TF Command Center with the tooth by midnight. We can't share Christmas Eve, Santa insisted. Blue was running out of time, and I can't spend an entire year in the polishing department. There's only one way to settle this. Blue switched his pixie dust pen to the chalk setting to create a scoreboard. Winner stays, explained Blue. Loser leaves, Santa replied. They shook hands and the competition began. Tooth Fairy 0, Santa 0. They lassoed, they juggled, and they fenced until they knocked over a plate of snacks and noticed Vita's letter. Dear Santa and Tooth Fairy, I'm so excited I lost my first tooth on Christmas Eve. Enjoy the cookies I made for you to share. I hope you can be friends, and please give the carrots to Santa's reindeer. Love, Vita. P.S. Do you like the decorations? I put them up all by myself this year. Santa and Blue realized this night was about more than gifts or teeth. It was about making Vita happy, and to do that, they needed to work as a team. Santa cleaned while Blue decorated. Blue collected Vita's tooth, while Santa delivered gifts. And together they wrote Vita a note. Dear Vita, Merry Christmas and congratulations on losing your first tooth. We had a busy night at your house delivering gifts, collecting your tooth, and becoming friends. We both loved your snacks and decorations. They made our visit to your house extra special. Love, Santa and your Tooth Fairy Blue. That was nice, wasn't it? Blue was teaching Santa's reindeer some new tricks when he got an emergency reminder to return to the TF Command Center. It would now be impossible for Blue to make it back on time. Luckily, his new friend was able to help with that. They reached the TF Command Center with just moments to spare. Blue wished Santa could stay, but he had many more deliveries to make before Christmas morning, so it was time to say goodbye. Everyone at the TF Command Center was excited to hear about Blue's adventures. Mo Lars presented him with an official Tooth Fairy badge along with a list of new clients. And on his days off, Blue finally had time for fun and friends. Everything was perfect until Vita lost another tooth the night before Easter. But Blue wasn't worried. What could go wrong? The end. I love that story. All right, boys and girls, after listening to this book, remember you're going to write about who has the tougher job, the Tooth Fairy or Santa Claus. So boys and girls, you need to find this paper that should be in your folder that was sent home from your teacher. You're going to tell who you think has a tougher job and why. So boys and girls, you just have to list 3 reasons for who has the tougher job, and you're going to use evidence from our story that we just read, right? Some things that happened in the story, you can write on here for your 3 reasons. So this left side is who is about the Tooth Fairy, the right side is about Santa Claus, and you need to pick one. All right, boys and girls, have fun with this. Happy Wednesday.